everyone. My name is MJ the Tutor, and you are listening to Accounting Makes Sense, an MJ the Tutor podcast. This podcast focuses on helping accounting students all over the world by offering a quick warm up on various accounting and business topics that hopefully leads to the generation of bigger discussions and conversation. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you've been listening for a while, you might recall a couple of episodes I did 2 years ago with regards to AI and accounting, as well as using ChatGPT to help you study. So we broke it down at that time to what these technologies are, how they were beginning to shape the industry, and what it meant for accounting professionals and students. So for today, we're revisiting these conversations. We'll look at how far we've come in terms of the technology, or maybe how far we haven't. Is the technology living up to the hype in accounting education? Are students better off? And what about accounting teachers? Have they become obsolete or more essential than ever? So, yeah, let's get into it. 2 years ago, AI was kind of still a buzzword at that point. It's been around for a while, but it really exploded around the time when ChatGPT became available for public use. The whole concern and worry about taking over our jobs, replacing accountants entirely, came about again. Honestly, that fear made sense. Accounting involves a lot of routine, repetitive, computer based tasks, the exact kind of work AI thrives in. And some things did change fast. We saw automation take off, from authorizing procurement systems to streamlining billing to generating financial reports in seconds. I talked about how AI was helping with compliance, internal controls, and getting real time data for quicker decisions. But I also did say that the human element was hard to automate. When you offer opinions, provide advice, interpret numbers, those are really uniquely human. So, where are we now in terms of that? Well, 2 years later, the technologies haven't taken over accounting, but it has become a powerful tool, especially in how we learn, teach, and interact with accounting education. That's where the shift has really happened. So, for students, AI has become a study partner, a virtual tutor that's available 24/7. Whether you're struggling to understand depreciation methods or need to memorize financial ratios, AI is there. Here are some common ways students are using AI. First, asking it to summarize accounting standards in plain English. Two, creating flashcards and mock quizzes. Three, walking through journal entries step by step. Four, even generating business scenarios for practice purposes. You can literally type, explain the 5-step revenue recognition model like I'm 5 years old, and get a surprisingly decent answer. But of course, let's pause there, okay? Is that really learning? Is the question. AI gives you the answer, sure. But if you don't take the time to challenge it, question it, and think critically about what it's saying or giving you, you're basically just copying and not learning. And that's, I think, where we see the real divide, okay? AI is incredibly useful, but without human judgment, context, or professional skepticism, which are all things accountants are supposed to be trained to do, you're just repeating what a machine told you. So let's look at it from the teacher side and educator side. There's this idea floating around that AI will make accounting educators irrelevant, that students will just ask ChatGPT instead of attending classes. But here's the truth. AI isn't replacing teachers. It's redefining their role. Teachers are shifting from being content deliverers to becoming critical thinking coaches. So they're now, number one, they design AI aware assignments. Number 2, they create classroom discussions that challenge AI answers. Number 3, they teach students how to verify sources and apply ethical use. In fact, the best accounting classes today use AI in the learning process in some capacity. Instead of banning it, educators are saying, "Great, now prove AI is right, or prove that it's wrong." Having said this, let me walk you through a quick example of what an AI-powered accounting class might look like. So let's say the topic is revenue recognition. Specifically, applying the new revenue recognition standard. Before class, students ask AI to explain the core concepts. So it should give you the 5-step model, which helps you identify performance obligations, determining transaction prices, and so on and so forth, until it gives you the end, which is recognizing the revenue. They even feed it with a made-up contract scenario and ask it to help them determine how and when revenue should be recognized. Now, in class, the educator may challenge the students and ask them, what if the contract includes multiple deliverables with different timings? How would you allocate the transaction price? What are some practical considerations to watch out for? Students then bring the AI's response and compare it with their own analysis. This then sparks a deeper discussion on judgment calls, industry specifics, and how accounting standards translate to real business situations. And this is really something AI can't fully replace. This kind of interactive approach allows students to use AI for foundational understanding and practice, but still engage critically with the material, guided by their educator's expertise. The result? Students come to class prepared, but not passive. They engage, they argue, they learn. And after class, they write reflections. They may ask, what did AI get wrong? What did I learn in the discussion that AI missed? And that's powerful learning. It's not just memorizing, but really thinking. So let's touch on what hasn't changed. Despite all the technology, one thing remains the same. Accounting still requires judgment. AI can analyze the numbers, but you have to interpret them. AI can suggest what might be happening, but you decide what it means for your business, your client, or your strategy. 2 years ago, I said that there is still a human element that is hard to automate. And today, I still stand by that. So here we are. AI hasn't replaced accountants. It hasn't replaced teachers, but it has changed the way we learn and work. And it will keep changing. Maybe 2 years from now, AI will be helping us audit in real time, or it will draft client memos based on live financials. Who knows? But one thing is clear. The future of accounting isn't man or machine. It's actually both, together. And here's something I want to leave you with. Technology and accounting have always gone hand in hand. From the abacus to the calculator, from spreadsheets to cloud systems, and now to AI. With each advancement in technology, the tools get more powerful, but the essence of accounting stays the same. The purpose has never just been about recording numbers. It has always been about making sense of them. Each new tool doesn't replace the accountant. It pushes the profession to evolve, to redefine its role, but never to lose its purpose. Because at its core, accounting is about clarity, integrity, and informed decisions, and that purpose will stay the same. And that is it for me today. I'm your host, MJ the Tutor. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again next time. If you found this helpful, please be sure to subscribe or follow to catch the release of the next episode. You can also connect with me on various social media like Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, BlueSky, YouTube, under the handle MJ the Tutor. You can also visit my website, www.mjthetutor.com. Till next time. Ciao for now.